Good morning. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. This week, we're taking the show on the road to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Steve, Heather, Kelly, and myself are all here to bring you the best features, racing, and action you can handle from this track and many more. It's all the harness racing action you need coming up right now. Harrah's Philadelphia had some big races this week, the Betsy Ross and the Maxie Lee. We've got complete coverage coming up. Plus, Kelly will catch up with a Hall of Fame driver. That's coming up next. And I'll introduce you to driver trainer Billy Mann. We'll also head out west to Indiana for the Dan Patch. It's racing's fastest paced half hour, and it all starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
There they go.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway.
Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. $15.5 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hello there, Kemosabe, and welcome to another edition of PA Harness Week. Along with Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, and as you can see, we're in kind of familiar digs. If you go back with us a while, you know this is the Rustic Kitchen. It is an awesome place, one of the many awesome places here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Steve.
We have somebody special to welcome, don't we?
We do. You're right.
Right.
It's Jen Starr.
Who is the
star of Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, the director of marketing here. Hi, Jen.
Hey guys, how are you?
You made it without a problem. You were real good.
I was worried about tripping on the way in.
No. You did it fine. Did it fine. Tell us what's going on here. First of all, it's great to be here because for us to come up here, it's always a pleasure. And aside from the great racing, tell us what's going on because you guys are really excited about big doings. Tell us about it.
The hotel is moving along so perfectly. We're shooting for an October 1st opening, and right now it's going up so quickly. 238 rooms, 20 suites, 20,000 square foot hotel and convention center. This is amazing. We're really looking forward to that. So, I mean, that combined with the great racing this summer, we have it all right here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
And dare we mention, what is the big event coming here?
Breeders' Crown, October 19th. That, of course, over $6 million in purses, 12 championship races in one night. We're already planning for a full crowd, over 10,000 people. I mean, this will be the showplace, not only for Breeders' Crown, but the entire summer leading up to it. I mean, the racing so far has been red hot, and that night will be probably the biggest Breeders' Crown ever. I'm already predicting that.
And we were here in 2010, and we knew it was nuts.
Yes.
It was like swelled with people. Make your arrangements early. It's going to be a major event. All 12 Breeders' Crown races will be here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It is going to be epic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, though, that's in October, and I'm really, really excited about that. But there are a couple really big days happening before that, especially like in June, right? There's like a huge night in June.
June 29th, Sun Stake Saturday, the Earl Beale Jr. Memorial Trot, the Ben Franklin Free-for-All, the Max Hemp, James Lynch. What a night that'll be. Nearly $2 million in purses for that night. Beach towels, which from what I understand, the promotional picture for that will be Heather Vitale wrapped in a beach towel. That's what I heard.
I think that's true, right? Yeah. Okay.
Pretty neat. So all kinds of good stuff's going on here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It is such a fun place to be. Come on out here. It's great, okay? And we can't wait to see the hotel. It is going to be absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, if I may propose a toast.
Sure.
Since we already have this bad boy poured, and a toast to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs and to nothing but success should you experience this, the entire calendar year of 2013 and beyond.
Cheers.
Best part of the show coming up here, babe. Stick around. When we come back, we're going to have some incredible races from Harrah's Philadelphia. We're talking about the Betsy Ross, $250,000 in the line, free-for-all pacing mares, and one more.
Maxie Lee.
The Maxie Lee.
Older Trotters.
Older Trotters, $250,000 in the line. So don't even think about going any place. Come on back with us.
And now Wishing Stone is trying to sprint clear of Sevruga and Uncle Peter.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win.
Get it!
Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. We are in the rustic kitchen at beautiful Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. And we're going to take a short ride down the Northeast Extension, get on 476 South, go to Chester, and wind up at Harrah's, Philadelphia. And Heather's got a big race they contested there on Sunday, the $250,000 Betsy Ross Invitational for free for all pacing mares. Your turn.
Okay. All right. Check out in here. Number 5 is Androvette. She's the favorite. She's also the defending champion for all of the United States as far as pacing mares are concerned. She's already having a really great year, but then there's number 8, who's Royal Cee Cee, and she won the Betsy Ross last year.
Isn't that Golden Receiver's girlfriend?
According to Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
So,
Okay.
and of course, if it's on Facebook, it's true. She's a long shot in here, though. And then number 1's Economy Terror. Now, 2 years ago, she was the freshman pacing champ. Last year, as a 3-year-old, kind of overshadowed by American Jewel. Remember that?
Yeah,
but
I know.
still had a killer year. Now she's 4. She's got the rail, and she's still a monster.
The pace was contested early, and Drop the Ball came away a length and a half in front. Romantic Moments going to keep the pace hot with a circuit to go, moving up wide of Economy Terror to be a joint second. Marie Zetam is locked in 9/16 from home by Androvette, the 2011 Betsy Ross winner. She's second over right now and 3 lengths off the lead. Rocklamation is third over with 4.5 to make. Up at the flank of Royal Cee Cee, and Feeling You is last to arrive on the backstretch, 6.5 behind Drop the Ball, who clicked off a 54 1/2 mile. Just over 3/8 to go in the 6th Betsy Ross. Drop the Ball turned aside the challenge of Romantic Moment, and Androvette circled 3 wide, is up in a second spot wide of Economy Terror, who's had a perfect pocket ride so far, but she's locked in. Rocklamation's cut loose by Gingras, now within 2 lengths of the lead and gaining gradually. Marie Zetam buried in traffic, 3 off the lead, followed by Feeling You and Royal Cee Cee wedging between rivals. Romantic Moments dropped out last, and they stack up on Drop the Ball. 3/4 in 1:22 flat, and the field turns for home in the Betsy Ross. Drop the Ball, holding Androvette at bay. Rocklamation's making progress, and Economy Terror's cut loose up the open stretch. Down the wide outside, Royal Cee Cee with late pace. Up to the line, Economy Terror the advantage. Economy Terror!
Coming around the turn, it was like a stampede of divas, right? You see like Mariah Carey and like Aretha Franklin going at it, you know, all these mares.
And J-Lo?
And J-Lo going for the money. I mean, I love it. Just fantastic mares. Drop the Ball, you know, looking to cut the mile in here. It was only her second start back for the year, so I don't know, maybe she's just not tight, but she's a great mare. Economy Terror, she's the one who benefits from this super trip. Finds room late in the stretch, comes up the inside, wins for trainer Chris Oakes. In 151-1, she pays $21.80. Rocklamation came from the back. She was second, and then Royal Cee Cee. She made a big move at the end. She was third. The driver of Economy Terror is Matt Kakaley, and I had the pleasure of meeting up with Matt and finding out more about this big race.
Matt, this is one of the biggest races you've ever won. How great a feeling is this?
It was really exciting. You know, the horse was great, and it was a great race, and, you know, I'm thrilled.
One of the reasons that you are a talented driver is not only are you able to kind of learn about a horse while you're sitting behind them, and I know you've driven Economy Terror before, but you learned from her by watching her. You know, as a driver, how do you do that? How do you watch other horses and kind of know about them?
Well, you know, I race against her all the time. She was, you know, in the Sire Stakes, and I had a lot of drives in there last year, and the 2 starts back, I was in both races. And, you know, like you said, I've driven her in qualifiers, so I knew a lot about her, and, you know, you just watch them, and you get to learn the horses, and, you know, us drivers, that's our job, to watch the other horses and know our competition.
Thank you, Matt Kakaley. More action is promised from Harrah's filly on Sunday. It was race number 12. Top trotters were in action. Most of these came out of the Arthur J. Cutler Memorial the week before at the Meadowlands. That incredible race. 4 of them were only noses apart, so this set up to be a great race. Number 5, Wishing Stone with Yannick Gingras. The 6-5 chalk. Number 2, Uncle Peter was 5-2 with Dave Miller. And number 7, Sevruga, who was normally the speedball, and the Cutler winner was 9-2 with Andy Miller. And here's the call.
Wishing Stone got the best of the start from between Uncle Peter and Sevruga. Wishing Stone strides clear by a length and a half from Uncle Peter, and Sevruga's third to the outside, moving forward early. Modern Family is up alongside Ice Machine. They're a joint fourth right now and 4.5 lengths from the lead. 2 lengths farther back to Black Tux, White Sox in 6th. He's Spooky is 7th. And Opening Night's at the back of the pack. 11 lengths off the lead of Yannick Gingras and Wishing Stone. They're a length and a half in front of Uncle Peter, and Sevruga's a close-up third, quarter mile, 27-1. Passing us on the first occasion, Wishing Stone calls the shots and is pulling the tempo back some with Uncle Peter tracking from the pocket, and Sevruga was forced first over moving into the bridge turn. Modern Family has moved up to within 2.5 lengths of the lead, wide of Ice Machine. Black Tux, White Sox is third over with 4.5 to make up at the half mile. He's Spooky and Opening Night are a joint last, and there's 6 lengths behind Wishing Stone, who did pull the half back, 56-4, so it was a 29-3 second quarter, and now Wishing Stone is trying to sprint clear of Sevruga and Uncle Peter with 3/8 to go in the 6th Maxie Lee Memorial. Modern Family is staying right with them. 4th to the outside, and 3 lengths off the lead. Ice Machine's buried in traffic. Black Tux, White Sox has clear sailing, but 4 to make up, and Sevruga is up within a half length of Wishing Stone as they round the far turn. 3/4 in 1:24-1. Coming to the top of the stretch, Wishing Stone holding Sevruga at bay, back a length and a half in front. Modern Family's cut loose 3 wide, but lost some ground on the turn as Wishing Stone pulls clear.
Well, Yannick put the pedal to Wishing Stone's metal, probably took advantage of the fact that Sevruga was outside of him in the 7-hole, okay? Anyway, he took the lead and never looked back every step of the way, won it by 3 in 1:52 flat. That's real racehorse time. Uncle Peter was second, and number 8, Modern Family, off at a generous 7-1 with Tim Tetrick, got third. And I caught up with Yannick Gingras to find out all the details that you're looking to find out about this particular race.
It's definitely a strategy. You know, having Sevruga on the outside, he's definitely a game horse on the front. So, you know, if you can keep him away from there, it definitely can't hurt. You know, here you get a race like a half-mile racetrack. You know, I mean, it's a 5/8, but it's very speed favoring. So, no, that's the difference with the Meadowlands. You know, Meadowland, I try to trip him out and, you know, try to get a good trip out of it. Here, no, this week it was my plan is definitely going down the road.
So you sent him and you wanted to see what developed, and when you saw it, you made the front pretty easy, just went down the pike and left with it, kept going on with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, I was glad I could get a breather in the second quarter. It definitely didn't hurt, but I think my horse was super sharp anyhow.
Thank you, Yannick. Now we're going to bring in Sharla McBride.
And he didn't interview himself. Do you want to thank me? I was the guy with the microphone. Hello. Thank you, Yannick. Forget you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, thanks.
All right. That make you feel better.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Sharla McBride caught up with a trainer-driver, Billy Mann. I've known Billy for years.
That Billy Mann? The Billy Mann?
Yes. Maybe for about 20 years now. Anyway, wow. Billy's a great guy, and I'm glad he came on the show with Sharla.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here with trainer and driver Billy Mann. Billy, you're kind of unique in this business because for most people it's a family business, but it wasn't your family who got you into this. What got you into this sport?
Basically, I just had show horses when I was a kid, and a gentleman across the street, he trained harness horses, and I kind of got hooked on it because of the speed and the adrenaline rush.
Now, I know you train and drive many horses. Do you drive and train other people's horses, not just your own?
Yeah, some. Like, I don't own this one here. I'm training him for a friend of mine, sent him to me because he wasn't having a lot of luck with them. And just try something different, I guess. So.
You've been doing this for many years now. Do you ever see yourself doing anything else but harness racing?
No, not unless I hit the lottery or something like that. But.
Now, if you hit the lottery, what do you think you'd do? What do you think you'd spend it on?
Retire. I don't know. I'm not horses, I can tell you that.
Why do you keep doing this day in and day out?
I enjoy it. I mean, you have to, because sometimes when things are good, they're good, but when they're bad, they're bad. So you have to enjoy it a lot. Like, he enjoys it.
You enjoy it. You love doing this. What is it about these horses that makes you want to come in here day in and day out?
Their personality, as you can see, he's got a pretty pretty ornery one at times.
All right. Thanks, guys. This horse is getting feisty. We're going to send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Billy, and as always, you the man. And when we come back, we're going to have action here from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs. I'm talking about top quality stuff you will not believe, so don't even think about going anyplace, okay?
Here comes Annieswesterncard in from Yonkers, going to take over the lead now.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
There is lovely Kate, and you see she does a great show here. It's a cooking show. I mean, the woman really knows her way around a cookie cutter, I'll tell you.
Yes, she does.
Right here, it's stayed right here in the rustic kitchen at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. And without any further ado, while on the subject of rustic, Heather's here with the 10th race from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Just kidding, babe.
Yeah. I'm not even going there. Okay, preferred pace. The purse is $25,000. Now, there's only a field of 6 here, but they are a field of 6 fast and furious pacers. The 2 main contenders, let's start with number 1. It's Annieswesterncard, 7-5 favorite in here. Now, he's been at Yonkers, been at the Meadowlands, been at Dover. This is his first start here at Pocono this year. And then number 2 is Bet on the Law. Very close second choice at 3-2, and this horse is driven and trained by Joe Pavia Jr.
Mickey Hanover going to have that lead, and it's going to be a quarter of 26 even. Ripping it up in the early going here. The preferred pacers with Mickey Hanover on top from third. Here comes Annieswesterncard in from Yonkers, going to take over the lead now. On his outside comes Bet on the Law, who's won 3 straight and is moving up the ladder for Pavia and takes over. Also on the outside, Legal Litigator, who's been tough to beat at Saratoga. Pence Hanover is 5th. He won last time in this group. And here we go again at the back. To the half in 53-3. 27-3 second panel. Eye-popping numbers here. Up top, it's Bet on the Law by about 1.25 lengths now over Annieswesterncard. Legal Litigator first over is about 3 back, not threatening the leader at the moment. And it's Mickey Hanover inside of him, followed by Pence Hanover. And here we go again. The closers could come into play with these fast fractions, but still Bet on the Law leads by 1.5 lengths with no outside pressure. 3/4, 121-1, 27-3 there on the back. It's Bet on the Law by about 1 length over Annieswesterncard, who's ranging up there in the pocket. Then Mickey Hanover and Pence Hanover full of pace far back. Top of the stretch, Bet on the Law still there. Annieswesterncard now on the outside. Late kick from Pence Hanover. It's Bet on the Law, Annieswesterncard, Pence Hanover. These 3 to the line, and Annieswesterncard.
Mickey Hanover gets the first call, and then here comes Annieswesterncard, and then right behind him is Bet on the Law. Bet on the Law ends up getting to the front by about the time they get around that second turn. Now, Annieswesterncard just cannot wait for the passing lane, okay? So Matt Kakaley ends up pulling the right line, and you know, when I was like watching the stretch of the race, I wasn't quite sure if Annieswesterncard was going to get there or not.
Oh, really?
But I was like, ooh, one of those. But Matt Kakaley, he is on fire, right? So, of course, he's going to get the job done and make it happen. They get there first by a neck. 149 flat. Bet on the Law was second, and Pence Hanover was third.
Now with the 15th on the same card on Saturday, here's Heather.
Thank you. Non-winners of $22,500 last 5. The purse is $21,000. Number 4 is Diamond Stickpin. Now, he won a couple starts back here at Pocono in 150. This horse is really sharp right now. Number 5 is Rockin' the House. This horse has been like in the preferred against really tough company, so I think this class will probably suit him a little bit better. And then number 3 is Muscles from Brussels. Oh my God, I love this name. Okay, in the driver's seat is one of PA Harness Week's favorites, George Napolitano Jr. and his Spikalicious hair.
He's one of my favorites.
Rockin' the House going to try to speed that pace up even more by taking the lead away from Diamond Stickpin. Both of these dropping in class tonight, and Rockin' the House makes the front now with Diamond Stickpin, the 2-1 favorite, settling second, followed by McCady's. Muscles from Brussels now makes a move as Diamond Stickpin goes for a retake. Inside fifth is Being Bad. Third over Shark Ingested, and Cosmicpedia trails. Diamond Stickpin is back on top, and look at the fractions that dust up on the front has created. 54-1 for the half, 28 even second panel. It's Diamond Stickpin by a length and a half, but he's been used hard a couple times already now. Inside Rockin' the House is second. Muscles from Brussels first over, about 2 lengths away. On the outside as well there, Being Bad. Inside McCady's is fifth. Shark Ingested moving up sixth, way back to Cosmicpedia. It's still Diamond Stickpin going strong at 3/4 and 1:21 and 3, 27 and 2 third panel. Diamond Stickpin now has to deal with Muscles from Brussels ranging up on the outside. Further back to Being Bad and Shark Ingested. Top of the stretch, and now Diamond Stickpin. Carlson trying to get more from him. And the inside, Being Bad is flying here for Morrill. Outside is Muscles from Brussels. Diamond Stickpin is digging in though.
Diamond Stickpin sets off the first fraction, but then Rockin' the House is like, wait a minute, I'm 2-1. You gotta let me go. And then Diamond Stickpin's like, wait a minute, I'm 2-1 too, okay? So you gotta let me go, right?
This is all in the video, right?
Yeah, you can see their mouths actually like talking. They're like trash talking each other like basketball players.
Because they're both 2-1.
But, exactly, but and this was actually a smart move. Diamond Stickpin gets on top because Rockin' the House, I don't know what his deal was, but he just kind of backed through the field. I know the fractions were furious, but still I was a little bit surprised by that. Anyway, Diamond Stickpin wins 149 and 3. As Steve Ross would say, that's a real racehorse time, okay? Eric Carlson's in the bike 4. Chris Oates' Muscles from Brussels just to head back for second. B and Bad rounded out the trifecta.
Were you mocking me?
What?
Let me tell you about Saturday's card here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. They had to get to the 14th race before they had a driver who won a race whose name was not Morrill, Napolitano, or Kakaley. It's pretty nuts, isn't it?
Wow.
Jim Morrill Jr. won 6, Georgie Knapp won 5, and Matt Kakaley won 3. Now here's the kicker. The 2 races that they didn't win, Georgie got beat in those, and Jim Morrill got beat ahead. So they could have won all 16 races.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
Pretty nuts.
Jimmy, Matt, George, love you guys, but sorry, they're no Mike LaChance, okay?
Oh.
Mike LaChance, Hall of Famer. He's won like every classic race you could possibly imagine, and he is in his 60s now and still not only looks red hot, but is red hot in the sulky, and our Kelly Connors caught up with him.
Thanks, Heather and Steve. We are here with one of my all-time favorite drivers, Mike LaChance. He also happens to be one of the most successful drivers in the sport, a Hall of Famer. Mike, you have been in the winner's circle for some of the biggest races out there, the Breeders' Crown, the Adios, Little Brown Jug, Hambletonian. Yeah. I want you to take us back to the very beginning, though, 1967, when you got your first victory.
Well, in June of '67, that's when I started driving Quebec City. There, that's a small track in the province of Quebec there, and that's what I was in June. And then the second years in '68, I started to come to the States. I was racing in Batavia and Buffalo. Yeah.
So a lot of big races. You have raced at tracks all over the place. In your mind, which stands out as the most memorable win or drive for you?
Well, I was very fortunate. I drove some great horses in my life there, but the Hambletonian and the Little Brown Jug, they're the 2 most special races that you can win there. And the year I won with Self-Possessed, the Hambletonian, that was one that I could remember. That's going to stay with me for forever, probably.
Now, from what I understand, the last few years, you hang up your colors in the wintertime. How do you stay sharp when stake season's up and the spring time comes and you get back out there and drive?
Well, it's not that I'm staying home and watching TV all winter long. I help my son, Patrick. He always trained between 25 and 35 horses, so there's a lot of work there, and I'm always up in the morning, and basically I don't stop, except that I don't drive at night there.
So stake season's just about upon us. Talk to us about your schedule and where we'll see you this summer.
Basically, what I do, I come back in May, around May, and I try to get a good 2-year-old and a good 3-year-old to drive. And right now, that's what I'm looking for. And but I got a nice trotting filly, a 3-year-old, and I got a couple nice 3-year-old trotting colt. And I'm training some good 2-year-old right now that I like, and I try to build around that.
Absolutely. Well, you have a wonderful career. Great luck this season. Thank you again. It's so great to see you back at Pocono.
Thank you. Thanks a million.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Mike LaChance, a great all-time driver, as you mentioned so adroitly before. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to go to the Midwest. We're going to Hoosier Park. That's right. I'm going to find out who won the Dan Patch Invitational. 200 times on the line. Don't go away.
Fred and Ginger to the outside. Sticks a nose in front for McCumber.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi, and welcome back to the Rustic Kitchen, the beautiful Rustic Kitchen at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Yes.
Oh, I did that by accident, but...
You can touch it. Do it again. It's all right. No problem. I mean, Heather and I, neither one of us can take the heat, but we're not getting out of this kitchen. It is just too nice at the Rustic Kitchen. You got to check out this place. It's great. All right?
We're cooking with wine, and sometimes we put it in the food, too.
You think? Okay. Saturday's 10th race at Hoosier Park was their big event, the $200,000 Dan Patch Invitational. We're talking major free-for-all talent. You will recognize the names. Half the field, mind you, are millionaires. Hello. So it's a very uppity crowd, Uncle Peter should have been in here, but he's a trotter. Okay. Number 1, Hurricane King Cole. With Brett Miller was 2-1. Number 7, Bolt the Doer. Dumb name? Yes. Fast horse? Yes. With Sam Widger, who subbed for Mark McDonald, who got in all kinds of transportation problems. He got the drive, okay? And number 8, A Rock and Roll Dance with John Campbell. Number 4, Rock and Cam with Jason DeLander. We're 6-1. And here's the call with track announcer Steve Cross. If you remove the first letter from his last name, he becomes me. Let's watch.
Up the credit to the outside, Fred and Ginger. Right there in second, Bolt the Doer. Blocked in behind the leader third. And to the outside, it's Hurricane King Cole. As he moves up into contention, just off the cover fourth. Pocono Brook trapped on the inside, a headstrong fifth. As they pass 3/4 and 122, they make the turn. And Fred and Ginger to the outside, sticks a nose in front for McCumber. Fred and Ginger to the inside, up the credit, and to the outside comes Bolt the Doer with a rush. They've less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Bolt the Doer and Sam Widger, the new leader. As they come to the 16th pole, it's Bolt the Doer.
Bolt the Doer left a 2-hole trip, a great 2-hole trip, and prevailed in 149.3. Fred and Ginger was second. Rockingham closed well for third. That is it, the Dan Patch from Hoosier Park.
Emily Gaskin, Director of Publicity there at Hoosier Park.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. We love you. Thanks so much.
And we are just plumb out of time, darling. She does. Okay. Let's lift a glass to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. And from all of us here at PA Harness Week, including Bruce Casella, Kelly Connors, Sharla McBride, and my lovely partner, Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace and get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Oh, my God. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside Eric Messenger.